and also because of the amount of CC that Dom1 has, Roach can definitely be incentivized to stack X-Drinker into Merc Tread.
He's going to continue to hold on to that minion lead as Faker does find himself the Harpoon, looking at a Dom1 that wants to try and scale and a T1 that wants to find the mid-game fight, but it looks like Dom1 are looking for it first. That's a disengage equalizer as Hoyt still going aggressive, finds one of the knockups there onto Effort as the Death Grasp comes back. Good flash comes out there, but Effort very close to getting stunned. The barrel for the slow is good news as Effort gets into the brush, but I think he's just given himself up for the ghost as T1 will suffer a first blood loss with their support being left to the Wolves. Now Cuz is going to find Dom1 doing Shelly.
Everyone is...
Oh, can he actually get it? He does. Steals it away and body slams maximum range. Maybe a little bit off time there as Cuz did get himself out, but that was a massive head crack coming through from Roach as now Noguri gets flashed out of the way of his Q. I don't think he'll have enough damage as somehow Effort picks up the first kill of the fight off in the back line, grabs it with Big. Seeing that Noguri is still good at the game as Effort. He finds the Shield of Daybreak, good flash there to avoid getting booped back. Go back and complete the Rylai's Crystal Scepter and make us all know how good you are. He's going to get Death Grasp first as he's trying to run away. Scrap Shield is on cooldown, has to put down the ultimate. Equalizer not necessarily working as Noguri puts him in the Death Realm and then in the Death Chamber immediately afterwards. Roach throws down the ultimate though, and that's going to be a kill going over to Teddy. Effort goes golden, trying to keep himself alive, but the Calibrum is there coming in from the backline, and Nuclear helps take down that kill. It is going to be Canyon that secures it in the end, and this is a big win for Dom1 as Shelly is getting to work in the middle.
Shelly is furious right now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, Faker's let us down. I believed so hard.
He was supposed to bring balance to the force.
He was! Therefore, Morello doing something. As Severum trying to get work done onto Teddy, but he just boops him. Good night, sweet prince. Nuclear's not going to try that one again.
One going to do as the game keeps developing, because from this point forward, Dom1's team composition is going to keep getting slightly stronger.
Yeah, Death Realm coming down at exactly the right time for Noguri to deny a lot of that work as he does use it on the Leona. The 1-for-1 trade is going to be top for support though, so something that T1 fans are going to be pretty happy about. Now 4 members of T1 not with position on this Drake. Dom1 have decided to pick that one up. They've got the Crescendum turret down. Canyon safeguards himself back to his team as now it's going to be a smite fight. Great door to be held up there from Hoyt as the Dragon is going to reset. Faker goes golden and flashes to get himself out of the way. That gets him out of the ultimate from Braum as well, and they're able to secure that Drake. So 2 Drakes apiece.
Themselves afloat at a really key moment. Mordekaiser not super online yet into becoming a behemoth that threatens so much more than just currently Death Realming and killing one and then dying immediately after.
Yep.
He's still going to need more. Oh no, they got Teddy.
Yeah, got another fight. Teddy stays alive for a little bit longer, but Noguri is eventually going to be able to grab him. I believe that was with the passive as the stun then lands onto Effort.
Baron.
It's a 1-2 punch onto the bottom lane, and Dom1 should be able to get the Baron.
Are they not going to start it?
Maybe they're just looking for some more kills here. Faker does have ultimate very, very soon. I mean, he can get himself in there if he wants to and does dive on forward, finds the showstopper, gets it into the backline. Doesn't do necessarily so much damage as the face crack isn't enough, and Roach is going to flash but still die from the auto attack that was in the air. And now Faker, he tries his hand at stopping this Baron as well, but he's in the Death Realm, and Noguri is going to put him into the ground once again. Effort and Cuz now trying to stop the next attempt on the Baron, but they're just going in one after the other. This is not the coordinated play we wanted to see out of T1. As now Dom1 just turned one more time. Effort going to be punched into the ground. One more. It is going to be the ultimate. The bullet time coming out from Teddy that secures a kill onto Hoyt, but it's not going to secure the Baron. And Dom1 do put that one away. 3,000 gold now the lead, and that is only going to expand.
Let's take a look at how this all actually ended up happening. T1 wanted to get the gold, and the flash cleanse out of Teddy ends up bopping Canyon, but in doing so, Noguri able to get onto Teddy, got the 900 gold shutdown by the way, as that effort shortly thereafter was locked up. We watch how this follow-up fight ends up being sequenced. Roach goes in for the superplex onto the team, ends up actually pulling them out of the equalizer.
Yeah.
And so a little bit of anti-synergy there. Set dies inside of the wall, as then Faker gets dogged down by the Mordekaiser.
Now he's going to face check Nogri. Deathgrass comes in, and good night. Leona, Cuz wants to help, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to, as he throws in a barrel at the last second. Has his sniper rifle, finds Teddy with it, shoots some chakrams there as well, as Canyon goes golden. Effort now looking for the stun. That's a great boot back, as the bullet time flies on top of a glowing Hoyt. He did go golden for the right time, but isn't able to escape as Roach punches him in the face. Canyon now can't get back into this fight, but Nogri, he certainly can. He's got a giant health bar, and now he's looking for more, but he gets thrown in to the rest of his team, and oh no, Canyon executed by his own player. As now Cuz, he can go golden a couple of times, I believe, but no, isn't able to. Nah, and it was already broken, was the extra stopwatch. This while you're talking about it?
No, it's a Latios.
All right. Well, that's a realm warp, and that's a death chamber potentially for Teddy, but he does QSS immediately, and Nogri didn't have that one available, but they get underneath these turrets and should be able to take them down. Effort is respawned, as Death's Grasp might have been the death of Nogri unless he didn't have his flash available, was able to use it. Nuclear misses his ultimate there. Severum trying to get himself some health back, walks out of the bullet time. But we see how this story goes, and it's Teddy just destroying the opposing AD carry. Now looking for Nogri, gets himself his shield back. Deathgrass sidestepped nicely, the door put down, and then able to just grab the Mordekaiser out of the air. I don't know whether that ult is going to be enough, but Teddy doesn't get the double up, but will be able to get the final kill in his triple to save T1, at least in this instance, when it wasn't possible. Especially with Teddy there to defend.
They took a gamble they didn't need to take. They can easily get the Baron, get the Cloud Dragon, over losing middle inhibitor.
Well, that's a decent cast there onto Nogri. He's chasing
Teddy!
Teddy is thrown back into the team and destroyed by the Aphelios. It might be his time as the ult comes down. Massive damage onto Effort and to Cuz, but it looks like the disengage was successful. Realm Warp, though, says no as Showmaker dives on top of Faker. He has another equalizer, but it's not quite doing enough as Canyon might burn down to the flames bit of it, but no, it's going to be Showmaker that locks down the Rumble, and now Roach not very far to go. He'll get stunned up, he'll get destroyed. Haymaker not going to do anything, as now Effort trying to hold on to minion waves to deny the end of the game.
They have minions, though, so it doesn't even matter. Even without the minions, they would be able to end this with Braum tanking, because that turret is on its last leg. No one's coming up.
Yeah, backdoor bonus not going to be enough here, especially not with Aphelios, as Cuz, he knows it. He's going to throw his life away, and Damwon are going to take game one in this best of 3 series to debut. It's very, very strong considering the 20% CDR that it does have as well. I mean, Garen's building it. You don't really care about the mana so much, as Nogri's just going to come over and steal that, as that's a face smash right onto him. But the follow-up damage is going to be there. The bounce, we're looking for the 1v1 as Roach very close to Meganar, and in comes Cuz. Nogri nowhere to go. The Haymaker does land. He gets himself a brief shield, but Nogri will find a face smash though. Yeah, onto Roach. A lot of damage. Haymaker has to be flashed from Roach, who was respecting the damage. That's a flash that Roach didn't need to make, as Canyon looks for the Q, lands it, and grabs the follow-up kill. Can just walk out from under the turret as well. Calculated from the Damwon jungler.
And the other thing, because of that, Roach able to take advantage of that, get a little bit of poke damage off.
Turret plates being eradicated, potentially mid lane minions as well. as Noguri takes his second turret plate and is just standing underneath the turret trying to hit Roach. I think he's just dead, yeah. He's going to flash, but it's just not going to do anything. That is an unforced error, one could say. Teleport plays, certainly what their top laners are capable of, is...
yeah, you can just see what he was trying to do. If he can actually get onto Gnar there, he can probably end up solo killing him.
아 죽었다. 아 배고파. 미안하다.
I died.
Oh no, Void might be in trouble. There's the solar flare. Actually denies the battle dance as Teddy throws down the ult and will grab it with the last auto. Less than a horrible position. It's going to be alright as Faker looks for the solo onto Damwon. The Ignite's ticking down, but the safeguard is going to be there. Faker jumps on back. He wanted to get the kill, but he's denied by Canyon just throwing a Q into his face. And
well, hold on. First, we're going to take a look at the I'll get back.
This is Hoyt dying.
This is Hoyt dying. So he gets locked up by Leona. Actually pinned to the wall. Probably wasn't a big fan of that. And then Aphelios able to just bring him down and not to be outdone though. Damwon, they put themselves back on the board. That was a nice fadeaway kick by Showmaker. Faker tried to outplay it, but Canyon was still there with the Q.
Faker has been able to make in the past. The face smash not necessarily working out as Canyon is going to jump on forward. That's going to be the showstopper in combination, but not against the wall and Wallop there as well, but Canyon is still going to be able to grab it. Lands the Q himself over with the body slam and not able to get the charges because kills it mid-air. But now Faker looking to try and escape from this one. His clone was destroyed so quickly and Set's going to punch him to death in the end. Unable to get away from the...
Has so much responsibility on them right now.
Face Smasher comes in, Noguri hunting for Roach. It's not going to be the Ram to come back, but Canyon's just going to destroy the Gnar by a lot of this Damwon heal that is available to them. That's a cast just to break up the squad, and Faker once again trying to dive forward. But speaking of diving in, Noguri does get in there. A massive Haymaker shield comes down, but it's not enough to keep him alive as now Effort still surviving on the backline as well as Faker managed to get to Nuclear and gets him with the last tick of the Ignite. We say it, but then T1 are able to turn it around as now Canyon off in the backline, able to distract a few members of T1 as now Showmaker and Hoyt trying to take down Faker, but the chains are going to land onto Hoyt and Teddy now sinks his fangs in and Faker's going to grab that kill and now they'll move over to the Baron.
Once Soren has his ult up again, everything's going to be good. Watch this really quick. A lot of poke goes down onto Damwon, and then for some reason Nuguri, when his teammates just input clicks away from T1, decides to man mode in on a Miminar, get eviscerated. Nuclear trying to run for the hills. Faker managed to get on top of him, and this is the exact kind of blunder that T1 needs to have happen over and over, and they need to capitalize on it just like they did.
Oh, Faker, that was beautiful. Distorting to get out of the way of the body slam coming
slowly. It's going to be very hard for T1.
God. Canyon has to flash to get out of that one, and now the counter engage is on. In goes Noguri, looks for Teddy. Hoyt dives on top of him as well, gets him with a quickness, and he's exhausted, but hasn't lost any health as Nuclear takes down Effort in the back line. Gigantic damage as the turnaround is in as Roach has to flash away. And Teddy, he was just eviscerated. He was at full health for so long, and then Damwon decided that he should be dead.
Yeah, and he ends up getting cut off right there. Roach does not want to lose his GA. It's going to be a full-on retreat right now.
Oh, Faker actually might be able to find this. Double chains are going to land as Damwon are getting softened up. Faker dives on in once again, but Nuclear at high enough health. He's waiting for a teleport, waiting for the rest of T1 to make their way back in. Faker and Effort are going to be right on top of him. It's still going to be a 50-50 as Cuz is going to be near this pit. The barrel comes forward, but it's not going to be enough, and Noguri is going to be a sacrifice that Damwon are willing to make to secure the purple buff. Faker actually able to take down half the health bar of Noguri. They're still starting up the fight though, as great knock-up onto Teddy comes in from the on, but the quickness doing a bunch of work. Teddy just evaporates the Rakan, and now Showmaker might follow the similar fate. A double kill so far for Teddy, but Noguri has a gigantic shield that's just not enough. Ooh. As T1 have turned around the fight, and now Canyon, the last man standing. I don't know how they did it, but T1 found their team fight. Roach needs another.
Gonna be the ones that are impatient now. Ooh, Showmaker missed on Roach.
Yeah, and Roach now has the Gnar, gets a solo Gnar onto Showmaker. Not exactly the target that you'd be looking for. And but they should still be able to kill him. No, able to get himself out of the way with the Searing Charge.
And now Warmogs is actually going to come in handy. They're going to have the defensive position.
And now the Ram has been called down. Faker dashing himself out of the way. Teddy now is relatively safe. Haymaker comes in. Not able to utilize the shield just yet. Damwon will keep everyone alive. And we're just at a face-off. We're trading buffs. Yeah. And it's like, oh, and no, it's not Roach. Welcome, Dyrus, to the LCK as here goes the on-horn. Damwon trying to make something happen. Haymaker does some work there. Cuz is the one to bear the brunt of it, but now Faker into the backline. Roach gets in there as well. Can he land it? No, he can't. Oh! As that's a huge knock up there from Showmaker. Gargoyle Stoneplate just not quite doing enough. As you can see, Teddy, gigantic shield, gigantic health bar, and he's now looking to try and chase down Damwon with not as many spells as they'd otherwise want. Look at all of these chakrams flying into Damwon, and they've been split up. Cuz still here, still available, and Nar goes down to his Guardian Angel. Canyon does have his as well, but Effort is on the chase, and T1 find themselves a team fight victory, but don't find any kills.
Oh, they don't know about the TP.
Oh no, Teddy now out of position. Heal going to be used just to get the movement speed.
Canyon with the flank.
Yeah, Showmaker, can he get in there? Almost has the on-horn once again as Cuz goes golden, flashes, body slams, gets out, the disengage with the barrel, and he's going to survive. Even sidesteps Roach's blast plan, which could have trolled him. But now Faker gets into the backline and eliminates the set. This team fight has gone for so damn long, but it's T1 that draw first blood after what feels like 4 minutes. Teddy gets on though. They can't, they don't have the damage available. A big Gnar, the big wall of Roach is alive for way too long. But now, can he actually find the team fight in the end? Can it be Nuclear that gets at the answers? No, Showmaker gonna die to the hands of Teddy. A couple more auto attacks is going to do it. The Severum is what's up. Doesn't quite get the damage there, but eventually chases it down. We've now got an Elder Drake on the map that Damwon have led T1 to on a silver platter. The barrel is mistimed, but who cares? Because I think they're still going to have enough to make this one work as Pop goes the Rakan, and Canyon, the next step in that 1-2 punch. Aren't looking at that. They're looking at a dead inhibitor, some dead Nexus turrets, and Noguri, he might be following the same trend. Dives into the back, but there is enough CC. Oh god, Effort takes so much damage, not enough, as Aphelios does do about a bajillion damage in technical terms.
They were patient, they remained steadfast, and waited 3 consecutive times for Damwon to just go into them.
Yeah.
My fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secret fantasies of me.
Able to lock down Cuz in any way, shape, or form. He Predator to get himself out of there. And now it's Roach that's caught out of position, gets himself a huge shield and punches Showmaker with it. But there's the Showstopper onto Canyon. Barrel comes down. Canyon might have to tank up a turret shot, but the command attack not going to be able to kill Roach. The Q is there, but Canyon not going to suffer the Lee Syndrome and diving on in. Now we understand why they picked this, by the way, as the barrel comes down. Great ult there from Noguri, but is it going to be enough to keep him alive as he's just getting punted around? Faker surviving, dives on back, not enough to kill him with that last auto. He had the...
Teddy and Effort both have... Oh, man.
Yeah, Cuz is in position, but is the counter hook going to be there? Effort flashes himself back, bullet time comes down, Canyon gets the heal from Nuclear and survives. Nuclear picks up one of the kills, as now that boot back from the barrel probably enough to secure him a double. Showmaker grabs the kill for himself, and that's a bit of a catastrophic error there. Play comes in, but misses the hook. And now Effort finds himself in an odd position. The pullback after the kick comes in, and that's what was supposed to happen last time.
Oh!
There's the face smash. There's the showstopper from Roach. This is the team fight set that we were looking for, and already 2 kills come in. Whoa, he's ahead by more than a BF sword over Showmaker.
Yeah, it's quite a very
Not that Showmaker would
large
build a BF
advantage.
sword, but still, yeah, it is a big one.
Canyon trying to do a kick right there, but then Gragas just in the right place at the right time.
Did you watch Effort as well? He got the knock up to interrupt the safeguard that secured the first kill. Well, Nuclear with the Infernum set up for himself, and that is a beautiful hook. Just from the darkness, and Faker's reign of terror continues. Like 5-6 minute team fight was
Not like
enough.
this.
As in goes Effort to die.
And now Damwon gonna go over to Baron.
And take it for free. Unless T1 can win a 4 versus 5, or Cuz can steal this one out of the way, not able to. That's a free Baron going to Dom. But if they can win this team fight, it certainly will be good news for them, and T1 now have the Dragon Soul to help them out.
Oh!
There's the Gravitum. It's going to get a snare onto the set, but he's not exactly the type they want. 2-man Shockwave into the backside, but Roach is so strong. The Aphelios immediately gets rid of Faker, and now Beryl lands a hook from beyond the grave. Canyon gets the kickback, but Roach uses it as a taxi. Teddy has taken down the Thresh, but can they actually find the team fight? Because Nuclear is so damn strong. Not going to have him just yet. Has himself the Severum now, cycling it back and forth. Okay, that's the ultimate. That's going to start things off here. Effort taking a lot of damage. Q is going to register. Possible taxi into the back line, but that is going to be the disengage. Getting Noguri out of the fight, and the ultimate now on cooldown. Great Buster shot there from Faker. No! The hook back onto Beryl. Not the target that they're looking for, but is going to be the first kill there for Teddy as Canyon goes down to his GA, and Roach is just tanking up damage in the back line. There's the bullet time, but interrupted immediately with the Shockwave, and now Teddy having to get himself out. But still, a T1 team fight win. They lost no one, but 2 on Damwon's side.
And they're gonna end up getting Showmaker trying to clear Effort, maybe looking for a hook on him.
Yep, keep your eyes on Canyon. Doesn't find that Q. He's the one that wants to start off these fights, but Teddy says no. He's just going to try and obliterate 4 people by themselves.
Oh, they're going to shred the Nexus!
Space. Yep, this is just game over. T1 have turned around that game 1 loss and will take the 2-1 over Damwon in the first match of 2020 Spring LCK.
This was 2 back-to-back major upsets at the dancing point of literally the game critical point. So,
but also so beautifully done. I find this like really, really hard, right? Because we've had these conversations about like draft phase not working and you should be winning fights here, but you're not. But the fact that you can see that blip of Effort's error towards the 38-minute mark, but otherwise it was pretty smooth sailing as you saw up until 28, 30 minutes. They have a lot of different analysts that are now looking at other regions, now doing a lot of research outside of Korea, which is not something that historically Korean teams have been doing. So Coach Kim having to work with a few extra